Hey everybody, welcome back to Carnivore Quest. My name's Larry.
And I'm Cassie.
In today's video, we're going to go over 5 ways to make your black coffee a little less bitter. So it's been a battle ever since we started Carnivore Quest, giving up heavy cream or any other additives in our coffee. It's a battle we've never won. We have had periods of time where we just drank black coffee. Not very long though, huh baby?
No, not even close. It's just not that enjoyable. It's just not as pleasurable as a cup with some heavy whipping cream in it.
Or anything really. I mean, bitter coffee is brutal. First, let's start you guys off with a little trivia. What's the only state in the United States that produces coffee? Let us know in the comments and we'll give you the answer here in a few minutes. So right here in this coffee pot, we got Folgers Black Silk. And that's gonna basically be our control. And over here, we're gonna try a few different methods of brewing and see if we can get that bitterness down a little bit. The first and obvious method would be brew your coffee weaker. Every time we go visit Cassie's dad, they always make weak coffee, huh?
Yes.
We'll be sitting on the porch, Cassie be like, this coffee sucks. But it is a little less bitter, isn't it?
It's much less bitter.
Yeah, because it's weaker.
It's water.
We prefer our coffee pretty bold. As you can see here, this is some stouts of black coffee. A little bit of that black coffee. So that's something simple that if you've never thought of, just brew your coffee a little weaker.
The second option is also an obvious one. Use a lighter roast. Even though it is higher in caffeine, it's much smoother.
Yeah, I don't know about much smoother, but you can definitely tell the difference.
You can tell the difference for sure.
The first two are kind of no-brainers, but the third method is to add salt to your coffee grinds.
It seems that salt is the fix-all for everything.
Right? Can't go wrong with salt on the carnivore diet.
We brewed this pot using salt. We used about a half teaspoon for the whole pot and we added it right to the grinds.
All right, so our first taste test. This is just a regular black coffee right here. You ready for some bitterness?
I'm ready for some bitterness.
Okay. Stout. It's actually good. It's crazy. I'm craving coffee.
It's a little bitter.
Yeah, a little bitter.
Uh-huh.
We've tried all these methods before, just never back to back to back. You know, there's always a lot of time in between, so it's like, you really can't remember. Oh my gosh.
Stink bug.
We can definitely get a better idea which method is better. All right, you want to try the salt brew?
Let's do it.
Okay. Me first?
You first.
Okay. It's a little less bitter. Not much, but that after kick. Her palate is so much better than mine.
Still bitter.
Really?
Where's the heavy cream? Butter, egg, something.
I actually think it is a little less bitter.
He's talking about my palate being refined.
Yeah, maybe not coffee, huh?
No. Now it's time for a fun fact. Coffee is the world's largest traded commodity, following behind oil. Coffee is consumed in great quantities, making it the most beloved beverage after water. Its worth is over 100 billion worldwide.
$100 billion industry. That is mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm.
So we tried the salts in the grinds. I guess it didn't help a whole lot in Cassie's view. But we'll go back to our control group here, just black coffee. A lot of people don't put it in their grinds. They just put a pinch of salt in their coffee. Let's try this. That helped a lot more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Maybe that's the way to go with the salts. Big time.
It left it a little salty. Not much though, but
well, you could probably adjust it a little bit.
Absolutely. That's better than brewing it for sure.
I've never put salt directly into the coffee, so yeah, I tasted the salt too.
A little bit.
Hey, maybe try Keto Chow electrolyte drops.
I put it in my coffee.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I prefer it over putting it in water.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
I learn something new every day. All right, on to the next method. Number 4, baking soda in your coffee grounds. I have tried this method before a while back on our channel. It was actually recommended to me by my brother-in-law, Steve. And from what I remember, it does work.
And through the magic of television, we managed to brew this pot of coffee in less than 1 second.
All right, fire it up.
Let's try it.
As you guys can see, we used 1/4 teaspoon for our coffee grounds. You know, with all these methods, everybody uses a different amount of coffee, so you're gonna have to experiment. Got him. Can you dig it? With all these methods, you're gonna have to experiment because not everybody makes their coffee the same strength. So don't be afraid and tweak it, you know, and get it to your liking. All right, it's been a while, so let's see. Tell me what you think. Have you ever had it this way?
I have.
Have you? Okay.
That's not bad.
Not bad?
Not bad.
So which was less bitter in the grinds, the salt or the baking soda?
I'd have to say the baking soda in the grinds. However, the salt directly into the cup of coffee made it much less bitter.
Made it less? I would have to agree with that. Now let's try the baking soda directly in the cup of coffee. Gotta go back to Old Faithful here.
Just like the salt method, we're gonna go ahead and add the baking soda directly into the coffee. Just a pinch.
All right. Yeah, because it was only a 1/4 teaspoon for the entire pot. So, I mean, it really would be a pinch, right? I mean, barely anything.
Yeah.
So, about like that?
Yes, I wouldn't go much more than that.
I mean, that's nothing. We're gonna be wired. It's a coffee kind of day. Tell me what you think about that.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah, without the salty flavor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I think I kind of prefer the salt though, really.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe I needed salt today.
Yeah, that, you know, that snap bitterness isn't there. It's still bitter, but it's definitely reduced. What's the only state in the United States that produces coffee? Hawaii.
Hawaii. Aloha.
We got time for one more fun fact.
Absolutely. Coffee is a fruit. Coffee beans grow on a bush. They are actually a pit of a berry, which makes them a fruit. There are 2 main varieties of bean, green and red. Red beans have a nicer smell and are less acidic. Red beans are always used to produce lighter coffees.
I hope you guys have enjoyed the video so far. If you have, hit the like button for us as we show you the 5th method for reducing that bitterness in your coffee, and that's using a French press coffee maker. One of Cassie's.
That was my discovery, my find.
Yes, we actually highlighted this on the channel about 1.5 years ago. As far as the cream in my coffee goes, I still have not conquered that, but we have a solution, we believe.
My new toy. This is a French press for those of you who aren't familiar with it. It just makes great coffee.
Yeah, it's a lot smoother. It drops down the acidity level quite a bit. And it got broke. Cassie took it to work and somebody there dropped it. We recently replaced this.
The coffee is incredibly smooth.
Incredibly smooth. Give it a try.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, nothing needed to be added to the grounds whatsoever.
It's been a while since, over 1 year since we've had it. Awesome. That is very good. The thing that separates a French press from drip coffee is you can control the temperature of your water and how long you brew it for. So there's a ton of different little adjustments you can make to make it smoother. We got it pretty dialed in.
So as you see here, we used 4 tablespoons of coffee grounds, and I heated the water to just under boiling, and then I added it. You don't want to burn the coffee with the high temps. So you just pour it over and let it steep for about 4 minutes. And then when that's done, give it a little stir, put the lid on, and then the fun part, you get to slowly press the coffee down.
So about 4 minutes is what you steeped it at? Yeah. And you know, that's where you could adjust it. You could only steep it for 3 minutes if you wanted. They come in different colors. Cassie told me she picked this one because it's country-ish.
Well, and this one's stainless steel. A lot of them are made with plastic. So I wanted something that's going to keep the coffee warm and not be
it's a little more of a process in the morning.
It is.
You know, to make it, you know.
Well worth it.
Yeah, but when I get up, I'm all groggy-eyed and just like, you know, I'm more apt to fire up the drip coffee. But if Cassie gets up first, she's been using this. So the link's down in the description if you guys want to check this out. It's not very expensive. And, you know, it's cool for like company comes over, you know, it's like, hey, Ah, some French press coffee, huh?
Very fancy.
Very fancy, make you look important. So we hope this video helped you guys out today in the battle against giving up heavy cream, half and half, you know, trying to stick to black coffee on the carnivore diet. Maybe you can try some of these methods. If you have any other methods, put them down in the comments. We'd love to hear them. And if you do try any of these, let us know down there too.
While Larry and I get amped up on this coffee, be sure to check out this next video where Larry has to take on all the dogmatic coffee haters.
And,